The United States military has quietly taken a dramatic step that could reshape drone warfare across the Middle East and potentially the world. For the first time, an operational American unit has been armed with a new class of long-range kamikaze drones, known as the Low-Cost Uncrewed Combat Attack System, or LUCAS. What makes this development so significant is not just a creation of another drone program, but the fact that LUCAS is essentially a reverse-engineered version of the Iranian Shahed-136, the very drone that has caused chaos in Ukraine, the Middle East, and especially in Israel. Now, the same concept is being turned around and deployed by the United States in the heart of the region where these drones have been most aggressively used. The unit responsible for fielding these drones is called Task Force Scorpion Strike, a newly established operational group under U.S. Special Operations Command Central. According to officials, the creation of this task force is part of a broader military initiative aimed at accelerating America's drone dominance. This task force consists of roughly 24 specialized personnel who oversee not just the deployment, but also the operations, networking, and tactics surrounding the new LUCAS drones. These drones were developed through a partnership with U.S. innovators, including companies deeply involved in rapid manufacturing combat technologies. What makes LUCAS remarkable is not only its capability, but its price. Each drone costs around $35,000, a tiny fraction of the massive price tags associated with traditional long-range U.S. strike systems. Despite the low cost, LUCAS offers significant range, autonomous navigation, and beyond line-of-sight operation. It can be launched in multiple ways, from catapults, from rocket-assisted platforms, from ground vehicles, and even potentially from naval vessels. According to U.S. officials, land is not the only place these drones can be fired from, opening the door for ship-based drone swarms that could drastically change maritime operations. The drone itself is a delta-winged platform around 10 feet long with an 8-foot wingspan. Its design was created after the U.S. military obtained an intact Iranian Shahed drone. Engineers studied the aircraft, dissected its systems, and reverse-engineered its aerodynamic and structural layout. The result is a drone that follows the core Shahed design, but incorporates American manufacturing standards, modern electronics, improved networking, and autonomous swarm coordination capabilities. Officials say these drones can work together in groups, communicating and coordinating during flight to overwhelm enemy defenses. To understand how this type of drone became so strategically valuable, one only needs to look at the past few years. Iranian forces and their regional proxies in the Middle East have used Shahed-type drones in high numbers, often saturating enemy defenses with large salvos. Russia has used its locally produced variants, known as Iran drones, relentlessly against Ukraine, forcing Ukrainian air defenses to expend expensive interceptor missiles on cheap unmanned targets. In every case, the strategy has been simple: overwhelm advanced systems with mass. Now, the United States is adopting that same principle and preparing to respond with volume, speed, and cost efficiency. Officials state that LUCAS drones have already been tested in the Middle East. While they have not yet been used in real combat, they have been launched against test targets to demonstrate their accuracy and strike capability. The United States believes that having these drones stationed in the region flips the balance of power against Iran and its proxies. For years, Iran enjoyed a major advantage by using low-cost, high-volume drone attacks that were extremely difficult to intercept at scale. Now, the United States is embracing that same playbook and creating its own capacity for rapid, massed, long-range strikes. Officials state that the strategic signal could not be clearer. The United States is now capable of hitting back using the same asymmetric system that Iran once used to its advantage. Iran's infrastructure, proxy bases, and logistic hubs, spread widely across the region, could be vulnerable to the same type of saturating attack pattern Iran used against its adversaries. Officials also noted that this capability can be applied against Iranian-backed groups such as the Houthis in Yemen, although the challenge with the Houthis is often finding their mobile targets rather than being unable to strike them. What makes this development even more important is that Lucas is just the beginning. American commanders have openly expressed a strong desire to field tens of thousands of similar drones across multiple theaters. The idea is simple: create a massive inventory of cheap but deadly long-range attack drones that can exhaust enemy defenses, hunt targets autonomously, and operate even in GPS-denied or electronic warfare environments. These drones are being designed with modular hardware and open architecture systems, allowing software upgrades, new payloads, and new targeting methods to be integrated rapidly. As Iran and Russia continue to expand their drone arsenals, other countries are joining the trend. China is developing its own Delta-Wing Kamikaze drones. North Korea is reportedly receiving Russian help to produce Shahed-type weapons domestically. Even U.S. companies beyond those already involved are building and pitching their own designs, recognizing that this category of weapon will likely dominate future battlefields. The establishment of Task Force Scorpion Strike marks the first time the United States has moved from testing Shahed-type drones to deploying them as operational weapons. Until now, drones of this class were used mainly as target drones for training and interception practice. But with the creation of this specialized task force, the message is clear. The era of American mass-produced kamikaze drones has begun. What started as a threat from adversaries is now becoming a core part of the U.S. military's offensive firepower. Officials say that having a large stockpile of low-cost, long-range attack drones will be crucial in any future conflict. Modern wars are increasingly defined by the ability to produce, launch, and sustain high volumes of unmanned systems. Air defense systems, no matter how modern, have finite ammunition. When overwhelmed by swarms of cheap drones, they can be disabled, bypassed, or simply drowned out. For countries like the United States, which are preparing for potential high-intensity conflicts across multiple regions, low-cost, unmanned weapons like Lucas could provide the crucial numerical advantage needed to dominate the skies. For now, these drones are being introduced in the Middle East first, where the U.S. has the greatest immediate need to counter Iran's drone strategy. But as senior military leaders have indicated, this capability is likely to expand to other branches, other commands, and other regions. What we are seeing today may well be the starting point of a much larger transition in American warfighting. As this evolution continues, one thing is clear. The battlefield of the future will be shaped not only by advanced fighters and missiles, but by swarms of intelligent, inexpensive long-range drones that can be built quickly, deployed in massive numbers, and improved continuously. And with the introduction of Lucas drones into operational service, the United States has officially entered this new era of drone warfare. This is Mighty Military. If you want more deep, detailed analysis of emerging military technologies and how they are reshaping global power, stay tuned, because the future of warfare is changing faster than ever.